Well, specifically, I have two on the wall right now. I have your bucket list and the summer literacy calendar, which my sister told me I was using wrong, but it's fine. We use it how we should.
That's right.
um,
Customizable, right?
so we're using it as kind of an incentive reward where you fill up however, if you fill up a block, you get to pick out where you want to go for the lunch today, pick something special, go to a park, whatever. And if you fill up the whole thing over the summer, then you get to pick a nice big dinner like Rainforest Cafe or something really cool, just to keep them engaged and happy with reading. And then we've got our bucket list printed out there, and we've got our Colorado trip coming up. So we're going to Pagosa Springs, and we're putting, we want to do this, we want to do that on there. But we've done the Father's Day thing. I think I've printed out Mother's Day printables and sent them to my mom and left them on the counter for other people to maybe use.
That's great.
Those are kind of the ones that I remember right now. But I love just the simplicity of it and going and being able to customize. We call all of our granddads Pop-Pops in our family. So I like the Father's Day card. I went in and personalized it to Pop-Pop. And it's fun to have that kind of extra touch that you can add on to things that you can give someone that's not completely generic, but it doesn't take a lot of effort from our side either. So that's really cool. I guess I don't remember what the platform is that you use, but it's neat to be able to go in, edit it, and spit it out and go on about your day.
Yeah,
so.
And make that person feel special. I'm sure he loved it more than it just saying grandpa or whatever. Like that.
Yeah, so it means more to our family that way than just the generic grandpa or granddad or something like that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. What type of impact do you feel like it's had on your family? Like by using these printables and stuff like the summer bucket list and the Father's Day package, and the reading, what type of impact do you feel like that's had that if you didn't have that, maybe it would have been lacking in this area?
Well, for the kiddos, it's definitely a tangible that they can see and touch and interact with. And, that's kind of one of your, I guess, ways of learning. If you can see it, do it, write it kind of thing, then it means more to you. So when they get to interact and they get to put their sticker on, that's something that they are like, yes, and they get a thrill out of it. And now it's like a competition, even though it's not. It's totally individually based. And some are readers and some are picture book lookers, but they do use it as like, I'm going to get there first. I get to pick out the first place. So if they're involved in the cutting or in the putting it in even in an envelope and giving it to somebody, that extra step of just saying, hey, happy Father's Day. If they get to give something to someone, if they get to put it on the wall, if they get to write it or add their check mark to it, that makes it more important to them and it makes it more memorable to them. So like what you were saying, your soapbox is building those childhood memories that they remember and that stick with them. If they're seeing it, doing it, touching it, it's going to last and stay with them even longer.
Yeah,
for sure.
That's awesome. Well, that's great. You summed it up perfectly. That's perfect. Why do you get together with your family? Why is that important to you, in general?
Both my husband and I, we have one sister each. They're born on the same day. They have the same birthday. They both turned 40 this year. Their husbands are 2 days apart. Like our kids all go down in a row. And so we're always just kind of in our lives. And I'm thankful for that. And that's kind of one of the reasons why we stay where we are and we haven't moved off to, my husband would love to go to Alaska and chop down trees. But our family doesn't live in Alaska. And we found that it's important for our kids to just kind of have a home base and know that not only are your parents looking out for you, but you've got cousins, you've got, aunts and uncles and grandparents and, church family and friends that would drop anything in a hot minute if they needed to. And growing up where I did, my family wasn't around, like my parents' family wasn't around. So it was making friends and making community where you were, which is an amazing skill in its own self because you have to come out of your comfort zone. But family for us is important and it's what's kept us together. We don't see each other all the time. But when we do, it's fun. And the cousins love each other and they talk on the phone and they talk on Alexa and they talk on FaceTime and yell at each other and talk, so they're just goofy. I think they killed the last Alexa for yelling at her so much, like, Alexa, play Baby Shark, Alexa, play. I'm like, oh my gosh, children. So maybe that's something, an Alexa playlist, an Alexa interactive. Yeah. But for us, it's just a way to kind of, keep our family together and to know that our family and our own little family and our big family are well cared for and loved. And that's what we strive to do.
That's awesome. That's a perfect summary. Yeah, and that's what our whole mission is like helping people catch that same vision because, in your opinion, do you feel like the world's getting busier and busier and like families are starting to get like almost overscheduled to where it's like the kids are so involved in good things, like whether it be piano or soccer or sports or gymnastics and school, but there's less like family time at dinner, right? Like you do all these crazy things, but like you could look back at the month and it's like, what did we really do other than like chauffeur my kids around?
Well, you start out the beginning of summer and you're like, we've got 2 months to do whatever we want. And then it just keeps getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And you're like, wow, we're almost August and you start school in 3 weeks and oh my gosh, all the things. And it is, and it's hard because you're like, they're not bad things, but they're just things. And sometimes there are way too many things.
Yep. So. We agree.
All right.
We so appreciate your time. This has been awesome.
Yeah,
thank you.
Well, thank you guys. And again, thanks for making life a little bit more fun.
Of course,
Good.
thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good rest of your afternoon, Leanna.
All right. Thanks, Josh. Bye, Becca.